Let's do a random live chat. Let me just bring it up on the screen here. Choking, you guys. I'm choking. Let me get the screen up so I can see. Got TikTok. We got YouTube. We're going for it. We are going all in on the liveness. Nothing specific to talk about tonight. Just we'll probably talk about this Arrow thing a little bit. All right, guys, let me just check and see if Tony is live. He was going to join. He is not yet. Keep an eye out for him. You guys let me know if you see Tony jump in because he was going to stream with me. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let's talk movies. Depending on if Tony jumps in or not, we'll Tony has 9 fingers. He's on YouTube. He's also on TikTok. He is an awesome physical media creator. If you guys aren't following him, you should. I think he is going to join me. Keep an eye out for him. Tony, if you jump in this chat, let me know. Let me know. What's everybody up to tonight? Oh, is that? There we go. What's up, dude?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
It's been a while.
I haven't seen you on any lives or anything in a while.
Yeah, I don't know. It just hasn't been. I don't know. I guess I have to be in the right mood to go live. So, what's going on in MTG? How are you? But yeah, I don't know. It's just been the last couple of weeks. I just haven't. Certain days I'm like, okay, let me go, and then I'm like, I'll go on Whatnot and buy some movies or something like that. So.
Well, the kind of lives that you do are so much work too.
Yeah, and at that point in time, I think Danny kind of took my
your thunder
with that. So.
I don't think it's just him. I see him in movies with Leo. Do you follow him?
I believe I do.
Yeah, he does it too. Yeah, those two guys, they do it too. So I did notice that kind of became a thing. But I mean, you guys have different movies, so it you know.
One thing, but to tell you the truth, everybody usually asks for the same movies a lot of the time. Whenever I watch his and then watch mine and read some of the comments, I'm like, they're asking for the same movie.
They really do. So over on YouTube, because I'm streaming live on YouTube also, Adam says to tell you hello. It just says Adam, yeah. Yeah, I got this whole like mechanism going, so we're on YouTube and TikTok right now.
Yeah, I used to do lives on YouTube because I started on YouTube. So I started doing lives on there. And then just haven't done just editing, even though I never edited it. Like just trying to upload a video and stuff like that. On TikTok, it takes 30 seconds. On YouTube, it would take 20 minutes. So it's like, so that's why the whole YouTube thing kind of, unless someone asked me to do like a review for a movie or something, I kind of just let that go to the side.
What's up, Leo?
But I used to just do that, and then I was like, I ventured into Instagram, and then TikTok. I was like, forget it. That's not going to be something I'll get into. And then one day I'm like, yeah, whatever. Try to grow, I guess, whatever you want to call a brand of Tony Has 9 Fingers. I'm like, why not? Let me go. And then started doing like the same thing I would do on YouTube or Instagram. And then this is definitely the quickest I've grown on any platform. So that's why I try to stick to this a little bit more.
Well,
I'm doing good. It's been a while.
I'm still doing both. I still post regular videos over on YouTube, but I probably with YouTube I'm doing a couple a week, maybe 2 a week, whereas on TikTok I'm doing something every day. Although what I am doing now, and I don't know, you might think about this too, is I'm double sharing. I'm posting my TikTok videos over on my YouTube channel as shorts a lot of times. Okay. Just to help keep the channel moving between longer videos. But I'm with you. Man, my schedule is so bad sometimes doing stuff that I don't have time for a 3-hour editing session for a 10-minute video on YouTube. So
Oh, definitely.
so
Yeah, it's one of those things too. This past month, I had two horror movie conventions. So, Gamby, what's up? How are you?
Oh, I know. I was seeing your videos. I was jealous.
Oh yeah, Monstermania, and I have some that I still got to post from. I went to Atlantic City in New Jersey, so that's like a 3-hour drive. Both are long. There's three main. Are you looking forward to the Maximum Overdrive Steelbook release? I haven't seen it.
It looks beautiful.
Does it look good?
Yeah.
Does it?
But I'm debating on whether to get it or not because I have the original Vestron release with the slip, which I know that was a big grail item for you for a long time. You finally got that slip. You still don't have it. Well, then this might be the time. Just skip the whole slip thing altogether and get the Steelbook. Steelbook's pretty, but it's the exact same disc, so I don't really see me going for it.
Yeah. Nick, what's going on? Yeah, it's been a while. Probably like 2 weeks or so that I haven't. Actually, it might even be longer than I haven't done a live. Sometimes, like I said, it's kind of, I don't want to say draining, but
it is.
sometimes I'll come home from work and it's like, okay, do I want to go on live and not be like 100%? And then I'm like, yeah, why not? Let me, when you said it, it's been a while. I'm like, yeah, I would definitely come on and get back into the swing of things. I don't got another convention until mid-April, but that one's like 15 minutes from my house, so it's not that bad.
That's part of what slowed me up with my YouTube videos. Also, is it seems like over on YouTube, and it's here to some degree too, but more on my feeling. You tell me if you feel the same or different. On YouTube, the only thing people really want to see are pickup videos. They don't care about digging into your collection after you've bought things as much. And I have not been doing a lot of pickups lately because I'm getting ready for a convention the 1st of April, and I know I'm going to spend a lot of money there. So I've just been hoarding up money getting ready for that show.
Yeah, I mean, I've known it ever since, on YouTube too. Cool Tutor and Web Movie 1 were the ones that kind of got me into the whole swing of things.
For sure. I still watch both of them.
And I was like, I always knew I had a bigger collection than people around my town, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So then seeing them actually doing something with it, I was like, why not? I'm going to try it. So then I noticed that instead of doing movie reviews or pickups or whatever, they would movie reviews. They would just go and, okay, this is what's in here today, and this is what's in here today. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, you probably got all those movies sent to you from all the studios and stuff. I'm like, I guess the only way you're getting views is if you do that. And I'm not that kind of person to walk into a Walmart or whatever and be like, oh, I'm going to pick this one up and take myself. I've just never been one to do that.
Exactly. I'm the same. I'm the same. And I also won't do I also will not do the Dollar Tree runs and go and spend, $20 on 20 Dollar Tree movies that I know probably suck and that I'm not going to watch. If I'm going to put it on my shelf, I'm going to want to watch it. You know what I mean? So I don't do those. More power to the people that do it because they're preserving movies that you might not be able to find 6 months from now. I just don't do it. I don't have the space. So I don't do that stuff either.
Yeah, that's one problem. And today I went to local library. It's like 15 minutes from my house, not even. And then they were doing 50-cent movies. They still had movies. I did it last November, and I went. I found some movies for 50 cents that were a couple $100. Like there was this Tokyo Gore Police.
Oh, that's a classic.
I was very surprised. Was in a library. That one was like on Blu-ray. It was going for like $150. I got it for 50 cents. So I was like, oh, they probably sold all the movies. And the one guy I work with, he's like, just so you know, Butler's library still has some movies. So I'm like, I had the day off. They changed my day off this week. So I'm like, why not? I'm not doing much. So I shaved the Chrome Dome tonight. And then I went to.
It's about time for me to do it too.
Yeah, it was way too long. If you saw pictures and stuff, it was the longest it's been. So after I shaved my head, I'm like, hey, let me go to the library and see what they have. And found some movies that I've never heard of. And I'm like, okay, let me pick these up. Even though they were all on DVD, I was like, let me pick them up.
That's awesome. You can get movies that would go in our collections at this point from the library. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. So this is like, let's see if I can do this. Flip camera.
Captain Steve, you're in here. What's up, dude?
So this is a whole bunch of stuff that I've never heard of. So this one actually, if you liked what's it called, Warm Body, this is actually Warm Body.
Oh, Deadheads. I've heard of Deadheads. I haven't seen it.
So this is like two guys get some kind of I guess miracle drug or something that they brought them back to life, but instead of being zombies, they're actually like humans but dead kind of deal. So one guy's after his girlfriend. This one I watched just because I'm like, what is this? And it was ridiculous. I guess a Japanese movie. It's called Battlefield Baseball.
Oh, Battlefield Baseball is so much fun. It's I believe Battlefield Baseball is the same creative people behind Shaolin Soccer.
That's what it kind of reminded me of. So
like, really fun.
This one up 50 cents. I'll check it out. Then what else?
So I was going to ask if you're still buying DVDs. I guess I know.
Not often. But like I said, where when I can get them for 50 cents, or if it's like a print title that I know is not a print, I get a couple that I've been searching for on whatnot to do. And so I don't often go for DVDs, but when I can find it for a good price, that's like anything at this point. If I can find it for a good price, I'll get it. Like one box set, I forget who I saw it on. I think it was Night Owls on here. That DreamWorks box set with there's like 40 movies in that or something. I had most of them, but it comes in a nice box set. It was like $100 on Amazon, so I'm like, why not?
All right, people in YouTube, people over on YouTube, let me know you guys can hear Tony okay. I have Tony on audio here also. So I picked up a couple things. I'm to the point now where I'm doing a lot more boutique stuff. So instead of getting 10 Blu-rays, I'll get 2 because they're so expensive. I'll show you what I finally got. So I got this one. I don't know if you've heard of this. It's called Calvaire.
No.
It is. Yeah, it's Yellow Veil. It's a partner label to Vinegar Syndrome. And that's why it's got that Vinegar Syndrome look. It is from 2007. This is what the original art looked like. It is a French horror movie that I would cross, like, if I was thinking about this movie, I would cross it between Misery and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, I think you probably dig it. You probably dig it. So I got that. Where is the other one? There it is. There it is. Then I got this one, which I know you know that movie.
Oh, Death Wish 2?
Death Wish 2. But this is, I grabbed it before they ran out of slips from Vinegar Syndrome. And then it has the original artwork on the inside. So now,
those of you who are watching, definitely check out, if you haven't already, which I'm surprised some people haven't, check out Vinegar Syndrome. They have probably the best looking. How's it going now? But they definitely have the best looking slipcovers. Some of the movies might not be the most well known, but they do their editions really good.
Yeah. So. Well, see now because of the completist, I have this Death Wish 2. Now I'm waiting for the Kino Lorber sale so I can get Death Wish 1 on 4K. And then I don't know. I think they're old MGM titles or something. The rest of the franchise, but I'll end up buying them all. I got to have them all now because I've got started.
Yeah, I used to be horrible with that being a completist. Not so much anymore. I guess my once I switch my collecting habits because it was literally buy everything and anything when it came out. Now I'm the same going for more labels than anything else.
Yeah.
So I think my completist nature kind of went out the door with that, just because boutique labels are that much more expensive. They're more, better looking, but that much more expensive.
I guess I am kind of that way too, because when I think about the Halloweens, I don't have all of the Halloweens from the new Scream Factory, because really all I want is 1, 2, and 3. Honestly, I might get the others.
I had that box set, so I didn't need the 4K. Like some people are like, are you gonna get it on 4K? I'm like, me myself, I never, if it's there, if it's cheap enough, I'll get the 4K version of it. But it's not appeal for me. Like I've always been made more, especially like older movies, less is more. So some movies were meant to be seen in that like gritty style. Sometimes if you upgrade the quality too much, you can see all the hidden stuff that you weren't supposed to see. So, I don't know. That doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to, because that was all, that was nuts.
Well, if it's a good transfer, if it's a good 4K, it should look more like it did in the theater. Unless it's like Terminator 2, which has got to be one of the worst 4Ks on the market, and they just made it look like a soap opera. So it's a case by case situation for me. Most of the time, I do want to upgrade to 4K because they put the Blu-ray in the box too, so I kind of have that option. But I noticed that some companies like Paramount are leaving the Blu-ray out of the box now. When you buy a 4K, it's just the 4K disc and that's it.
Because now at that point in time, they can charge you twice. They'll charge you for the, Blu-ray and the 4K stuff.
Yep. So Captain Steve wants to know if we're ready for the new Indiana Jones movie. I guess I'm ready. I don't know what I have to do to be ready, except to get hype and hope that it's good.
I mean, if it's anything like Crystal Skull, I can definitely do without. Because I was excited for that one, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm really getting excited for that.
Yeah.
So I'll hold off on. I learned too many times now not to get too hyped for a movie, because especially now with like big stuff, it has a way to. Did you see the Arrow leaks? No, I didn't see what they have coming out. But especially if I get too hyped for a movie, especially with like bigger budget stuff, it always fails to compare. So a lot of stuff where I'm like, interesting. Like the movie we just had the director on last night on my podcast. If you have Shudder, check out the movie called Spoonful of Sugar.
Oh, I've heard about that movie.
It has like a very how do I explain it? It's like a grim. I told the director, and I'm like, I don't know if you were going for this. This is what I felt. It has like a grim fairy tales type deal to it, where it's like an evilish babysitter, and then as the movie goes, it changes. But we had the director on, and it was one of those movies. When I read the synopsis, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but let me just check it out just in case. And I loved it. So,
you guys hit the like button, and if you are not currently a subscriber to Tony or to me, please hit the sub button, because we both talk about movies and physical media. So definitely, if you guys can tap that like button, get some likes moving, that'll really help us get the word out about what we're doing. So for me, with the Indiana Jones, is the trailer. Have you seen the trailer? Okay. It's got a lot of CGI in it, like a lot. And the CGI doesn't look particularly good. So that's my biggest thing is it, and they de-age him for some scenes. And I just don't think that works. I don't know. I'll see it because I'm seeing everything in the theater. But I think my hype is minimal. Yeah. I think my hype is minimal for it, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know.
The trailer thing, I try to watch as least of movie trailers as I can, because they have a tendency to either show too much, and then you're like, I have to watch the movie more, or they show you scenes that get you so hyped up that you watch the movie, and the scene's not even in the movie. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I wanted to see this part, and I didn't see
Mhm.
it.
So the Arrow stuff that someone asked you about earlier, that big one, and it's so funny. I was having a conversation with Overly Honest Movie Reviews right before this because he's mad because they're releasing Mallrats in 4K, and he literally less than a year ago bought that nice Blu-ray.
Mm.
To me, it's like you don't have to buy it because that Blu-ray is nice.
Especially for a while, that was hard to get too. That
Yeah.
was kind of, shot up in price, but now
Mhm.
and then Craig said that he heard that Harrison Ford kept getting hurt on set. That's why it took so long.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Like almost 70 now?
No, I think he's in his 80s. I think so. Yeah. Now he did do like some major cross country like biking marathon. The guy's in amazing shape for his age, but still, we're talking about an action movie, so he's going to get hurt. Mhm. So,
the case of comedy is they show you the funniest parts in a preview.
Yeah.
And like I said, or it's like, okay, I can't wait for this scene. I know I'll laugh at it.
Mhm.
And you watch it, you're like, it's either a deleted scene on the special features, or it's just on the country road forward, and you're like, oh, let's just throw this in the trailer. Maybe it'll catch people's eyes. And like, so
Yeah.
I try to watch as least amount of trailers as I possibly.
It's so funny because someone was just talking about the Renfield, the movie that has Nicolas Cage playing Dracula. The first teaser trailer that came out for that movie, I did not care. I'm like, this looks like garbage. It looks terrible. I was not interested. And then the other day, I saw the new extended trailer, and people are complaining that it gives away too much. But that trailer actually got me interested. I'm like, well, maybe there's something to it. So it really does. It's different from person to person. It will be almost impossible for them to get it right for all of us because we all feel it a little differently.
That's the one thing with why whenever I do movie reviews, I don't give my opinion because my opinion and everybody else's opinion is completely different.
Mhm.
So if I start going off my opinion and be like, oh, this is the best movie ever, you're never going to listen to watch a movie again. So what we try to do is I put my own spin on the plot, and then I try to kind of point out if you like this movie, I like this movie.
That's a good way to go. Even if you didn't like the movie, if you can compare it to something else that people can relate to, then they can decide for themselves if they're going to like it. I like that.
I've seen so many reviewers go on there and like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. So I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm like, is it? Oh,
It's like, oh, wow, I didn't like it at all. So I try to keep my personal opinions, but I'll give my personal take on it. Like I said, if you like this, you'll probably like this.
So, yeah.
If you like the movie, it has like many vibes to it.
Yeah, and I like that movie quite a lot. So I'm being asked if we have seen the Warcraft movie. I have seen it. I didn't like it, to be honest. It didn't work for me.
I've never looked into the game, so it was one of those things where I guess sometimes if you're not into it, especially if it's like a book adaptation to a movie or a video game adaptation to a movie, if you don't know, you might like it a little bit more because if you're a hardcore fan of any way and they mess it up, it's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth.
Exactly.
But for the most part, certain adaptations, I'm like, I liked it. And then my true fans, like, that was the first thing I think I've ever seen. I'm like, well, for a movie that I didn't know about, I kind of like it.
You know what's funny is I've kind of had the opposite experience with The Last of Us, that HBO show. is I don't have any connection with the game. I haven't played it, right? And I just thought the show was okay. I thought it was all right, but people that are on this app, on this platform, that have played the game love it. And I'm like, is it really good, or is it just your nostalgia for the game and excitement to see certain aspects of the game come to life? It's good because for me, it was all right. It was all right. It wasn't special.
Matthew wants to know if there's any movies that we are excited to watch.
Like at home or in the theater or.
It's all around. Like, is there a movie that's on your to watch list? Like anything coming in like previews or anything that's coming out to physical media finally?
Well, you want to know what I'm surprisingly excited to watch that I didn't care about for a long time, but I'm kind of getting hyped for it is the new Dungeons and Dragons movie.
It looks pretty interesting, I'll tell you that.
And I'll,
I forget that it's a Dungeons and Dragons commercial
Mhm.
for the trailer, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And after, it's like Dungeons and Dragons. I'm like, oh, I forgot that this is what it actually was.
And everybody that's seen it is just loving that movie. So I'm kind of interested. I like the cast, and outside of that, it's got to be Evil Dead Rise. I am pumped for that movie.
Yeah, that trailer looks. Like I said, I try not to watch certain ones, but that one I was like, I gotta check it to figure out what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Like, what was intense. So,
And there's a lot of practical effects in it too. I was afraid it was going to be, a bunch of CGI and whatnot, and I'm sure there's plenty of CGI in it. But in the trailer itself, I saw a lot of practical gore effects. That gets me excited.
and that's especially like on my side, I'm more interested, looking forward to like a lot of
Mhm.
projects. There's a movie called Phantom Fun World that's coming out. A movie called Top Dog that's coming out. I think they're all ones that I've been waiting for because we talked to the people behind it like last year, and that's the problem with like indie films. You can't get so hyped for them, but sometimes it takes a while for them to come out.
Mhm.
So like Phantom Fun World, Watch Dog, is a movie called Dark Circles that's coming out soon that I've been excited for.
What about Malum? Malum? Malam? I think that's it. Or it's Malum. And you know the movie Last Shift? Horror movie Last. Okay.
Yeah,
The remake.
remake of the sequel or whatever
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Mhm.
And that one actually had a funny story. One of the movies I used to at Deadheads.
Mhm.
Whenever I get a movie and I watch it, I go on my Instagram and tag everybody that's in it. And one of the girls that's in Deadheads, one of the big actresses, is actually in it directing the new for her husband.
What's up, and let me say hello to Rerun real quick. Welcome to thanks for the sharing the live. So that person is doing that remake also?
She's married to the guy that did the original. So if I read it right, it looks like she's going to be either starring or direct the remake, which is kind of funny. But I love Last Shift. So
Mhm.
that's what I'm actually interested in.
Well, I've seen.
I like that one.
Yeah. So I've seen Malum. I'm under embargo, so I can't write about it yet. But I think you should see it. I'll just say that to anybody who wants to know. That's all I can say right now. I've never heard of Frankenstein's Army. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's like a Nazi Germany type deal where American soldiers kind of going in there, and this guy just created these like hideous monstrosities and stuff. Where it's like kind of has like how do I put it? Because in my mind, I'm saying it in my own way, but it's going to sound so ridiculous. Like I harken to Puppet Master, where the guy made all these movies with all these different like creatures to them. Just imagine like a Frankenstein building like humans with like spice coming out of them and all that stuff. Like he made all these different like versions, like super soldiers.
Mhm.
And I like that one a lot, actually.
Interesting.
Not many people talk about, so.
That sounds crazy. Oh, that's yeah, that looks fun. That looks fun, actually. And then Rerun says it's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun one.
Is it lost? He says lost footage first person. Is it like a?
It's like a. It's kind of a mix. You have that like found footage, like first camera kind of deal, and then you have other. Like,
Ner-
it's a mix.
Nerdy Dustin, if you're in there, you should go live. I'll add you. Go live, Nerdy Dustin. We'll bring you in. Um, well, that sounds interesting. I'm here for that. I saw. Have you seen this trailer for the what is it called, Boogeyman, based off a Stephen King story?
No.
It looks. It looks okay. It looks all right. I mean, it's like something I would watch. It's kind of like everybody got hyped for Smile last year, and I just thought Smile was okay.
I like the first half of Smile, and then the second half is just like Wall Street. Same thing with Hereditary. I was like, Hereditary is the scariest movie I think I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, I like the first half of Hereditary, and then it just, I'm not huge into like cultish movies.
Mm-hmm.
So the first half, I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. And the second half, I was like, yeah, same thing with Rob Zombie over to Salem. I liked the first half, and then the second half just got way too crazy for me. I'm like,
I get that.
really want to watch The Whale. The Whale is a sad movie.
The Whale is a sad movie. I finally saw it. I saw it in the theater. And I ended up liking it. I didn't think I was gonna because of the word I had gotten from people that I trust is that he's good. Brandon Fraser is good in it, but the movie's not that good. I thought the movie was really good.
I like it. I guess it's one of those because I like it. Pretty much every character that was in it, and you learn it's like a life lesson kind of deal. Like everybody deals with their stress and stuff completely different.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing the like behind the scenes, I think definitely opened up. I was like, oh, what is this supposed to be? And then I hear the right here kind of explain why he did certain things. I was like, okay, I got it.
All right. So you should jump in with us.
Chicken Dead.
Oh, Poltergeist. Isn't that Trauma? Yeah. I've seen bits and pieces of that. It did not work for it didn't work for me.
I love trauma stuff, so like for those of you who don't know, trauma is its own like entity. You know a trauma movie when you watch it. It's just over the top and ridiculous. Like Happy Grannies is another one that's ridiculous. Predators versus Zombies is another crazy one. Another there's a new one called I'm still movie I've been excited to see for about like a year and a half now. It's called Shakespeare Shitstorm, which is like so I'm pretty ready for that one. Like,
Oh wow, there's a really funny chat going on over at my YouTube. They're talking about the Gwyneth Paltrow trial because she hit somebody skiing or something. Okay. So someone asked over there, we did already talk about this, you just missed it. What are our thoughts on Indy 4? Didn't think it was as bad as some say it is. It's still entertaining. Okay, so um, I guess we didn't specifically talk about Indy 4 other than you said new Indy is like that when you don't care about it, which is completely valid, to be honest.
Series for me was never. I liked it. It was just never like my tops for anything. I've always been into movies and comedies and stuff like that. So besides like Lord of the Rings or the Rocky movies or maybe some of the Rambos, like some of the action movies, I just never. My heart like, but I never got into Indiana Jones. So I was like, it was never like an old deal kind of deal. So,
I love the Indiana Jones movies, though. I love them.
Yeah, I like them, but I wouldn't put them on my like top. Like it'd probably be in my top 100.
Yeah.
At least one of them. live. My viewing is completely skewed from everybody. Like, I'll name some of my favorite movies, and people will be like, "What is wrong with you?" But again, everybody each his own. Everybody likes their own movies for different reasons. So, Flying City is another one for sure.
So just to answer from my perspective really quickly, the thing about Indy 4 is I think Indy 4 could have been good if George Lucas had not meddled in it so much with all of his CGI. It looked like the whole thing was shot on a green screen. I don't hate it, but I don't revisit it either. So take from that what you will. I hope the new one's
But
better.
at that point in time, I think they kind of have to hide, especially what's the name so whole. They have to hide it in any which way possible. Harrison Ford gets it, but that's your mainstream movies nowadays. Is let me get you the visuals. I don't care about the plots anymore.
Mhm.
Here, go explosion, this. Okay, look, it looks so good. It's like
But it really doesn't look that good. CGI now does not look as good. It's not holding up so well. Row 2202, thank you for the like. Thank you for liking the live. You guys like the live. Like the live. If you're not following us, give us a follow.
yeah, definitely check out OTS again. If you're a fan of mine, you definitely be a fan of his. He does
And vice versa.
a whole bunch of different stuff. So, and he does a race to, well, he did a race to 100 movies last year. Now he's trying to do a race to 150 movies in the theater. So that'll be I saw something, I guess I haven't been on here in a while, whether they changed it, but it looks like they have a new series button or something on here where it says you can make little I guess a series of videos and people could subscribe to it kind of do.
I guess I'm gonna have to look into that. Yeah.
So you could do your 150 movie reviews.
So here's one for you. Here's one specifically for you. Rowrun is asking about Monster Squad.
Oh, I love Monster Squad. That's one of those ones I grew up with. And then we had the pleasure of having Andre Gower, one of the main guys, on because they did a documentary called Man's Got Nards. So he was doing the rounds of podcasts and stuff, and doing that documentary, not for the movie itself, but more for the Monster Squad fans, which I appreciated because it was a flop when it first came out, and it was actually I think or something like that,
which is weird.
Yeah, but it's one I appreciated it just because it was especially I don't want to say nobody knew about it, but not as many people knew about it. So when I was younger and I was trying to say, hey, listen, you gotta watch this movie. It's got all the monsters in it and Wolfman getting kicked in the nars and all that stuff. But it was one of those movies I love. Monster Squad, top 15 in my book, for sure.
What's up, Super Foxy? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us here in our little movie talk. It was really kind of unplanned. I just kind of felt like getting on, and I thought I haven't talked to Tony in forever. Let's see what he's doing.
Yeah, I get your message, and I'm like, yeah, it has been a while since I've done anything. But like I said, sometimes I'll plan on doing it, and then I'm getting ready, and I'm like,
okay, someone's asking about Battle Royale. Give your opinion on it real quick, and I'm going to grab it off the shelf.
I enjoy it. It's Hunger Games before, well, definitely more of a intense Hunger Games. So Hunger Games definitely that, and what's the other one? I can't remember the newer one that they put out in The Office. I can't even think of
it. Oh, is that Belko Experiment?
Belko Experiment. So it's definitely one that I'm. Oh, that's a nice. Is that both of them?
No, this is just the first one. This is I imported this from the UK. This is it. I'll pull it out. It's a bottom loader, which is real cool. And then it's the 4K. Because I really only like the first one, to be honest. I don't really care for the others. But this I had to import from the UK to get it like this. Uh, but it's a 4K, so it doesn't matter. It'll still play. And
Did
it
I
has
sign
this.
up to get my name? Yes, I did for Crust. That's a you know, like that Whalen, people under the stairs. He is making his directorial debut.
Yeah, I heard that.
With a sock puppet monster. Um, so we had him on the podcast weeks ago or something like that. So he was promoting his upcoming directorial debut for it. So everyone should keep an eye out for the Crust. And Davey asked your opinion on Fantastic Mr. Fox. Wes Anderson definitely has a certain way of making his films. Some of it's a little too dry for my liking. Um, Fantastic Mr. Fox, I guess I liked more because it had that like brought me back to my nostalgia, like cartoonish days when I was younger. So I think I like Fantastic Mr. Fox a little bit more. Like, I like the product and stuff like that, but some of his movies are a little bit too slow of a burn for my liking. Um,
Rorun
like
asked
I
about
said,
a Serbian film, and I was gonna pull it off the shelf, but it's not in the right section, and it's probably because it's not ever been opened. I watched the movie. I saw it when it was on the film festival circuit uncut, and seeing it once was enough.
yeah, it's one of those movies, especially for collectors. It's one of those things where some people have it just to have it. It's not like a movie that it's like, oh, let me pop in a Serbian film and feel better about myself or anything like that. It's one of those just to say you have it in the collection.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty desensitized to most things, and I could watch it. I just don't think it's a particularly good movie. I think it's just overhyped
Uh,
because of how twisted it is. So I just haven't been in any rush to revisit it. I would find honestly something like Irreversible to be harder to watch in general, but it's a good movie. It's actually a good
yeah,
movie.
Trivia said that he donated to the Crux movie to get his name in the credits. Have you ever done like an indie film or anything where back a film and then you get either your name in the credits or like a Blu-ray version that isn't released to anybody else kind of deal?
I did it one time when I was really young. I did the original Paranormal Activity, and my name is in the closing credits of that movie.
Nice.
Yes, it's pretty cool.
Hold on one second. Insidious is a classic. I enjoy the Insidious movies.
They don't work for
Some of
me.
them got me.
They don't work for me. There's too much
They got
CG.
me. Well, at that point, too, nowadays, with the bigger budget stuff, they try to do that jump scare way too often. Um,
Agree.
that one had its moments. What's your opinion on the Winnie the Pooh and Blood and Honey? I still haven't seen it,
I need to
but
see it. I was gonna go to the theater and see it, but it left too quick. It left before I could get a chance to get to the theater. So I'll see it at some
what is
point.
that? Like a weekend deal kind of
Mhm.
deal?
It was like a Fathom Events thing. It played one weekend and then it was gone.
So anything that happens with you trust to like Walmart and others? I don't remember a small distribution company